you're about to see what they never planned to tell you. Across the globe, trillions of dollars move every day. For decades, humans pulled the levers. But in 2025, something changed. Whispers spread through financial circles, a quiet admission. A shift no one could ignore. AI had finally become the brain of modern finance. Welcome to the story of how Morgan Stanley Investment Management and its rivals are reshaping your financial future without you even knowing it. In this 2-hour deep dive, we're unpacking the full truth. How AI and generative AI infiltrated Wall Street. How Morgan Stanley leads the charge. How competitors are fighting back. And how you, yes, you, are caught in the middle of a global transformation worth trillions. Quick question. Would you let AI manage your money? Tell us below. Your answer might surprise you. Founded nearly a century ago, Morgan Stanley thrived on human expertise. But in the 2010s, something happened. Data exploded, markets accelerated. Human analysis could no longer keep up. And so the journey toward AI began. In 2018, Morgan Stanley unveiled a tool, a small tool. An experimental system, next best action. It was simple, rule-based, a polite assistant. But then machine learning arrived. And then generative AI. And then something else, the OpenAI partnership. NBA reads every signal imaginable. Client history, risk tolerance, tax situations, goals, age, behavior patterns, market volatility, breaking news, even emotional patterns hidden in decades of interactions. It then generates hyper-personalized recommendations. Not tomorrow. Not tonight, right now, instantly. In 2022, 90% of advisors used it. In 2024, that number hit 98%. Today, it's nearly universal. 35% increase in client engagement, 24% increase in satisfaction. 15% average growth in client portfolios. NBA isn't a feature. It's the backbone of Morgan Stanley's wealth management empire. This isn't the future of wealth management, this is the present. When Morgan Stanley plugged GPT-4 into their systems, everything changed. Pages became sentences, sentences became insights, insights became actions. The debrief tool listens, it transcribes, it interprets. It extracts action items, it builds a roadmap for the advisor, automatically. Billions of data points distilled into a single answer. Ask Research GPT can read everything and forget nothing. AI models predict shifts in sectors, geopolitics, inflation, yields. Not by guessing, but by learning from millions of patterns. GenAI can test a portfolio against thousands of realities in seconds. In volatile markets, AI-driven strategies have delivered 10 to 15% outperformance over traditional methods. Risk is no longer weekly or daily, it's constant. AI monitors every portfolio in real time, watching for threats the human eye can't see. Everyone wants in, everyone is building, everyone is racing. AI revenue is expected to cross $1 trillion before the decade ends. And finance is one of the biggest drivers. These aren't chatbots, they're financial agents, specialized, relentless, precise. Aladdin doesn't just analyze portfolios, it runs them. A generative AI that builds custom indexes, automated, compliant, powerful. This is the new financial battlefield: data, models, intelligence, scale. $920 billion boost to S&P 500, $40 trillion in global efficiencies, $3 trillion in capex. 20-30% productivity gains for advisors, 80% of retail investors using AI by 2027. With AI, the fund of the future might build itself. AI is powerful. AI is dangerous. One bad decision can ripple through markets. What happens when advisors rely too much on the machine? What happens when the machine gets it wrong? Regulators fear systemic collapse. AI is now considered a potential systemic risk. The rules are getting tougher. AI won't replace advisors, but advisors who use AI will replace those who don't. And now, the truth almost nobody sees coming. The most powerful A's aren't owned by Wall Street anymore. They're in your phone, your laptop, your browser. Retail investors now wield AI tools as strong as trillion-dollar institutions. The monopoly is breaking because the technology escaped the castle walls. Comment your guess. Which industry does AI disrupt next?